Here is how to install IBM Datastudio. Uh, First, start with searching for IBM Datastudio client from Google and click on this link, downloading and installing IBM Datastudio. This is an IBM page. To download any resources, you need to have an account with IBM. It's a free standard personal account. You don't have to pay, no credit cards required. So basically, you go in here already logged in. So if you haven't logged in, you'll get an option to sign in. Click on sign in. It'll ask you for your basic information, name, email address, phone number, etc. Enter those details, create an account, and you're right there inside. Downloading and installing IBM Datastudio. Download IBM Datastudio. Let's start with here, and you go in here with some hard to understand paragraphs and instructions, so just don't bother reading it. Look for a link that says download full Datastudio product image 2.17 GB. This is where you have to get the actual zip file from. Click on here. It's taking me through the sign-in process again because I already logged in. It remembers my login credentials, so I didn't have to put in my username password again. Goes in there, whatever it says, I agree. That's what we usually do, and confirm. And here is a download link for your 2.17 GB. I have already downloaded this, so I'm not going to download this again, but click on here. It'll ask you to download at a particular link wherever you're comfortable with. I have a separate downloads folder where all my downloads go into. It's preset, so because I already have a downloaded file, it's asking me to save it as win and one in parentheses because I already have a zip file with the same name. So I'm going to cancel it because I got it already. The process might take a couple of minutes, if not few seconds, and you'll get your zip folder in your zip file in your download folder. Go back into your folder. Here is my zip file. Right click. I got 7-zip for extracting. You might just, if you don't have any zip extractor, you could simply use the Windows option to extract all and extract into a folder with the same name. So extract right here, extract to, and you're gonna go through the process of extracting. I got that all files extracted in this. Now here what you do is, like, you will be seeing these four files. This is added later by me by extracting one of these two zip files. So basically what you see is like documentation, REST deployment, and two more zip files. Right click on the zip file that says agent.installer.win32 blah blah blah. Right click, again extract to a folder with the same name, and that's how I got this folder here with all these files. Now this is not your Datastudio installation, but an installation manager. You cannot install Datastudio directly anymore, I suppose. You need to use something called the installation manager. So you double click on install here, which will take you through the process of installing installation manager. It's a bit confusing, but that's what it is. So double click on that. Everything is straightforward. Click next until everything is installed, and then you open something called installation manager. I'm just going to open that because it's already there. Now there is a page actually that tells you how to do that, so I'm just gonna drag and drop that file or page right in here, which is exactly explaining to you what to do after you extracted the files from your first downloaded zip file from here. So that's the page address. You might just simply that's the page address. You could simply use that, copy paste, or sorry, retype into your browser address bar, go into this instructions. Steps are very straightforward. Double click on install, select, next, until it's all installed. Once you're done, this is your installation manager. Whenever you run installation manager, this is the screen that opens up. I'm just going to show you mine. To prove that I have installed it, and it's just firing up on my other monitor. There it is. So that's my installation manager. Once you have installed the installation manager, it's a pretty simple step. I'm going to bring that page as well here, installing the Datastudio. So that's another page that gives you the instructions. It's the same address as before. It's just different digits at the end. 6519478 was the previous one for installing the installation manager. Here it is 6519480. 478480. That tells you the process. You open your installation manager. Just going to do that here on the side. Click on File, Preferences. Now I have already added the repository file that was in the downloaded zip folder from the first download, the second zip file here, right? So you can just add repository, click on that, select browse, select that particular file from wherever you are, go into your downloads, open that folder. Alrighty, here it is, and click on that and say open. And just because it's already there, it's not asking me to or allowing me to add it, but otherwise you just click here OK, and that shows up right here. So that's what it says here. Just say OK, add it, select that, search service repositories during installation update. It's select that and apply and OK. So apply and OK. Now once that is done, click on your install button. I'm just going to say OK here, doesn't matter. Click on install button because it's already in the repository. Now you see that link here, so click on that. This package is already installed because I already installed that. You won't see that, but you see, click on these two, next, and then again the steps are too simple. Just keep following the steps shown here and it will install Datastudio. Thank you.